From 2K Sports to everyone out there, welcome and Happy New Year. Alongside Hall of Famer Grant Hill, Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForge joins us from the sidelines. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Klay Thompson.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Utah Jazz. George and Sexton in the backcourt. Herb Jones out there with Domantas Sabonis. And it's Williams in at the 3 spot. And for New York, Alex Caruso is out there with Thompson. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Rudy Gobert. And it's Markkanen in at the 3. And with New Year's Day upon us, Grant, what goes through your mind as a player?
Wow, another new year, new possibilities. Time to put it in gear as the NBA action heats up. Teams that survive this stretch run start to become real contenders.
And that one's good. Thompson.
No surprise here. Thompson's talent as a shooter making him a constant scoring threat.
Williams passes to George. Sabonis with it. Down low. Here's Williams. Blocked. Here's Thompson. He had 9 points in his last time out. Caruso against Sexton. Caruso misses. And here are the Jazz. Last time they met in Salt Lake City.
Today's game is about effort and energy. They got crushed on the glass the last time these teams played.
Yeah, it wasn't their finest hour or finest 2 hours. It has to be a matter of pride for them this time.
Now here's Caruso. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. And that one's good. Thompson.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Markkanen against Williams. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Sexton against Thompson. Robinson controls the rebound and the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Thompson with a steal. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Markkanen, the pass to Gobert. Pass to Thompson. Robinson, a screen on Sexton. Kept alive. Oh, Sabonis with the steal. George with it. Picked up by Markkanen. George drives in. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
The way George handles the ball and finds ways to finish inside make him very dangerous.
Utah shooting their first foul shot of the night. The 16th pick in last year's draft. Keontae George was thrown right into the fire his rookie season, Stan.
Yeah, down the stretch, he was basically handed the keys to the offense at the point guard position. He may take some lumps, but his talent level is evident.
Now here's Caruso. 5 to shoot. Sabonis with a block.
That shot won't fly with Sabonis around. Nearly 7 feet tall, plus his reach. He creates serious coverage.
Utah trailing here. Outside Sexton. Pass to Williams. Sexton, a screen on Markkanen. Back to Sexton. Now Sabonis. Williams with it. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Jones misses. New York has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Inside. Robinson on the wing. Pass to Caruso. Here's Gobert. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Markkanen. Here's Gobert. Markkanen looking it over. The putback. It's good on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Outside Sexton. Here's Sabonis. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Thompson against Williams. Thompson passes to Caruso. Up top, Robinson. Pass to Thompson. Caruso outside. Shoots over George. Caruso misses.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Williams' shot is good.
Oh, I love the ferocity on the drive. Williams doesn't lack confidence tearing towards the rim.
And here are the Knicks now. The Jazz making their last shot. Thompson passes to Caruso. Back to Thompson. Markkanen with it. Markkanen sets a screen. Caruso, the open look. It's rebounded by Sabonis.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
Pass to Williams. And that misses. That would have put him up.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of a slump.
Thompson, that's good.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Robinson against Sabonis. From about 19. George, no good. Knicks leading by 3. On the wing, Caruso. George defending. Caruso against George. And here's Markkanen. No points so far. And here's Caruso outside. Sinks the tray.
And Caruso knows how to catch defenses off guard. Great work off that catch.
Outside Sexton. Back to George. Pass to Williams. 4-3. And it's New York with a rebound. Robinson's got 9 rebounds now.
How many shots has he missed this quarter? Might be time to find offense elsewhere.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. When I asked about guarding the big man, Domantas Sabonis, he told me his versatility is really tremendous. I told our guys to be aware of not just his scoring ability, but to clog up any passing lanes they see, because he can really move the ball too. It's going to take a total team effort from us. Let's see how things play out.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Sabonis with a screen on Caruso. For 3, George keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback.
Prolific on the glass. I mean, Sabonis turning that board into points.
Knicks leading by 4. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Defeated by Washington in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
Yeah, those opposing crowds can put you off balance at the stripe, but you got to block out the noise and make those free throws.
And here's Caruso outside, hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
George, a screen on Lopez. Some room here for Jones. George outside. Back to Jones. Takes a 3. And it's New York with a rebound.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City. Playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Maybe the results haven't been there in recent seasons, but the Jazz have an exciting young core, Coach.
Yeah, they do, B.A. They've focused on youth, and some of those guys are developing into very good players. If this core stays in place, and gels, and they can add to it a little bit. Watch out for this Jazz team.
Here's Caruso following the bucket by Utah. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the inside. Here's Sexton. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And remember, despite a great start to his career, Colin Sexton was traded after his 4th year, Coach.
Yeah, well, Brian, seems like everybody gets traded at some point now. And Sexton has responded well to that deal. He understands it's not personal. It's a business. He deserves a lot of credit for what he's done.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, too. The team that traded you was also a team that wanted you in trade.
So true.
Jazz trail by 6. Here's Collier. Drives to the hoop. Oh, it's blocked by Bull.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Here's Thompson. And there it is for him. Thompson's got 9 points.
Looking a lot like his dad right there. Klay Thompson with the physical play, challenging that interior.
Pass to Sexton. Sabonis with a screen on Thompson. The 3 from Sexton. Drops in the 3. Give him 8.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
DiVincenzo. Pass to Lopez. Thompson outside. Takes it inside. Pass to Bull. Over Sabonis. Offensive rebound.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Here's Collier. And it goes. As the official calls the foul. Count it. And he'll shoot 1 more at the line. For the Knicks, Gobert's checked in for Bull. Bertans comes in for Holiday. And Joseph is subbed in for Thompson. Laravia is checked in for Utah. You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge 3rd season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A. And unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback. Just a dynamic scoring guard.
Now here's DiVincenzo. 29 points for him last game against Washington.
He didn't make it all about himself. His passing was sharp, and he kept everyone involved.
Here's Collier. They trail by 3, and Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Bull, he's checked in for New York. Holiday comes in for Joseph.
Substitution for your Knicks. Ball. Justin Holiday.
Pass to Collier.
Remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Sabonis with a screen on DiVincenzo. Lets it go from 11. Collier, no good. Knicks leading by 3. Holiday passes to Gobert. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Well, given how tall and lengthy Gobert is, it makes sense why he looks to score inside. Nice bucket there.
Here's Collier. 11 points for him last game against Denver. Here's Laravia. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And here are the Knicks now. After the basket by Utah. Outside, DiVincenzo. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Collier. Takes the 12-footer and hits it. And the Knicks lead by 5.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Pass to Sabonis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Sabonis has gotten his 3rd basket of the night. New York leading by 3. Now here's DiVincenzo. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. And now the Jazz on the run in transition.
Great recognition. Understanding that that one is all him.
Yeah, beating everyone up the floor and finishes off the break.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
These are his first free throws of the game.
DiVincenzo. At the line, 2 shots.
That free throw no good. The Jazz making a switch here. And he sinks the second. Here's Jang. Three-pointer. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Klay Thompson making highlights for New York. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
They've got Brook Lopez, Dante DiVincenzo out there with Corey Joseph. Then it's Bol Bol, and it's Gobert in at the 4. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's Joseph. No made baskets yet. Outside Bol. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Jalen Williams.
You know, Brook Lopez has consistently evolved as a player, adding layer after layer to his game and making himself a threat on both ends.
And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line. The free throw drops for Lopez. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Then Lopez drops them both.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Here's Collier. Outside Robinson. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Here's Joseph. Robinson defending. For 3, DiVincenzo. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Here's Collier. Taking a look at his production. Averaging just over 8 points a game. There's the triple. Pocket 6. Nails it from beyond the arc. Collier's got 5.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Pass to Williams. Shoots over Lopez. Williams misses.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Here's Joseph. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there. Here's Williams. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Here's Robinson Earl. Outside Robinson. Now Williams. Pass to Collier. Let's go with a 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they have the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
DiVincenzo can't hit. And Williams has got the ball here for the Jazz. They trail by 6. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
Here's DiVincenzo following the bucket by Utah. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Joseph can't hit. Jazz trail by 4. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Williams' shot is good.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Right side, DiVincenzo. Pass to Lopez. Bull up top. Ooh, ripped away. DiVincenzo with it. Lopez, the screen. And DiVincenzo with the basket on the assist from Bull. DiVincenzo's got 7 points for the quarter. And the Jazz call time here. So for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Bull. Markkanen comes in for Rudy Gobert. And Holiday subbed in for Joseph. Jones, he's checked in for Utah. George comes in for Robinson. Now here's Williams. He has 7. Fires for 3. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. New York leading by 3. Markkanen outside. Just 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Utah. This game is so close. 1 or 2 plays could make the difference.
It's so imperative to try to make each trip count.
Pass to Collier. There's a screen by Robinson Earl. No good. That would have tied it. The Knicks have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Now here's DiVincenzo. Defense is right there. Now here's Lopez. Defended by Jones. Jones comes with a double team. Pass to Holiday. Puts up a deep 3. They get it back. Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Markkanen with a screen on George. With some arc. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Holiday against Sexton. Ooh, Robinson with a block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. And some changes here for New York. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Holiday. And it's Alex Caruso in for DiVincenzo. And a switch here also for Utah. Robinson's checked in. And so it's Utah with it. 7-point differential. Jones from outside. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Markkanen outside. Thompson outside. Jacks up a 3. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
Yeah, strong answer by Thompson.
Jazz trail by 7. Sabonis outside. George, a screen on Lopez. Jones drives in. You know, there's so much to like about Herb Jones. It's hard to know where to start with this guy, Coach.
Well, Brian, I think I know where it starts. It starts with him being an all-defensive caliber defender, one of the best in the league. But then lately, he's been so efficient from three-point range, and his overall efficiency at the offensive end has gone way up. He's become a complete player.
Now we get a chance to check some stats for Domantas Sabonis.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection, and it's showing.
Markkanen finds Lopez. Back to Markkanen. Thompson with it. Checked by Sexton. To the paint. Caruso outside. From deep. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, when he's able to find a shot he likes, Caruso can be pretty effective from range.
George passes to Sabonis. Sexton looking around. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
Gobert's checked in for New York. DiVincenzo comes in for Klay Thompson. Now here's Sexton. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Denver.
Yeah, and you see this with a lot of great scores. When they're putting up big nights, a lot of times it's because they're making a lot of free throws.
Sexton with it. He's guarded by Caruso. 4 on the clock. Jones with a screen on Caruso. Sexton, that's good.
He's already got 9 points from three-point range. They need to pay attention to him wherever he is.
Now Caruso, 9 points in the game. Pass to DiVincenzo. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
George passes to Robinson. Now here's Jones. And here's Sabonis. Robinson defending. And it's good. 2 points. Sabonis has got 8 points. Knicks leading by 3. Caruso outside. Screen by Robinson. And it's Caruso penetrating. Hey, he's looking good so far. 4 for 8 from the field.
Look at how Caruso holds nothing back when he cuts his way to the block.
Outside Jones. Back to George. Outside Robinson. Pass to George. Sabonis with a screen on Caruso to the middle. And Sabonis slams it in.
Pretty basketball. George with the perfect feed.
Here's Caruso. 11 points in the game. Now Gobert, defended by Jones. And they double up Gobert. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Robinson passes to Markkanen. Shot clock at 5. The 3, DiVincenzo. It's rebounded by George. Jazz trail by 3.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Outside Sexton. Back to George. Sabonis with a screen on Caruso. Inside. Robinson with a steal. DiVincenzo with it. Picked up by Sexton.
And that's got to hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
And Utah calls time here. Here we have the 2K leaderboard breaking down the top blockers in the league last month. Mitchell Robinson on top.
And during this last month, he made a statement on the defensive end, just swatting away shots left and right.
Down low. Here's Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
Oh, the guy is a monster around the rim. Now, if Sabonis is in close, he's going right for it.
Back to Caruso. Pass to Markkanen. For three, DiVincenzo. It's rebounded by George.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And Keontae George gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Eastern Conference has been great to watch so far. Here's how things are shaken up midway through the season. You take a look at the Knicks. They are holding down the #1 spot in the conference. Not a bad position to be in.
Well, right now, for New York, I think they're the team you dread having to play. I mean, they've been performing at just about their best in every game so far this season.
Well, if you're able to strike fear into your opponent before even stepping on the floor, you're doing something right.
Pass to Gobert. And they double up Gobert. Here's Robinson. Shoots over Sabonis. Caruso outside. Back to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Caruso is just a high IQ player. Excellent knowing when to get it to a teammate.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Collier. Here's Sexton. It's guarded by Markkanen. Sexton misses.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
DiVincenzo against Sexton. It's Markkanen on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Well, that's a gut punch to him to have. Just demoralizing.
And we've reached halftime in this one. It's the Knicks. They're up by 8. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks so much. I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau. And Tom, what's it going to take down the stretch to win this ball game?
I think just tough defense, take good shots, not turn the ball over, play smart.
Back to the basics. Thanks, Coach.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Hey folks, we'll get things going here with a look at the injuries this team is battling. And unfortunately, injuries will pop up over the course of the year.
The healthiest team, they normally win the title.
Well, back in my playing days, the team that normally won the title was mine.
Sure, if you weren't injured or facing our Rockets.
And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the Knicks.
You know, on the boards, they've been ferocious. They've been intimidating. Reminds me of watching big fella out there.
You know they're going to have some bruised elbows tonight. Thank you, Kenny. That was your first compliment in 3 years.
2.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
Welcome back, everybody. Happy New Year's to all of you as we continue our broadcast. It's been quite a game for Donte DiVincenzo.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
So the Utah 5 right now. George and Sexton in the backcourt. Herb Jones out there with Williams. And it's Sabonis in at the 5. Now here's George. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Jones against Markkanen. Here's Thompson. Up again. Rebounded. Domantas Sabonis. Jazz trail by 8. George with it. Outside, Williams. Sabonis with a screen on Markkanen. Williams passes to Sabonis. 5 on the clock. To the inside, Jones. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game.
They are just owning the boards right now.
Picked by Gobert. And here's Thompson for 3. Offensive rebound. Oh, the tower with the power move.
And you gotta box out Gobert or he will make you pay on the offensive glass.
And here's Sexton. 13 points in the game. Count it. Sexton's got 15 points.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Markkanen outside. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production. Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Caruso against George. Caruso pass to Thompson. No good on the triple.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Williams. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 5 assists tonight.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
Now here's Thompson. 12 points for him. Now Gobert. Now here's Markkanen. Thompson finds Gobert. The Frenchman, Gobert.
Too much Rudy Gobert. Can take a lot of contact down low.
Outside Sexton. Pass to Jones. And here's Sabonis. Knocked away. Robinson with a steal. And here's Thompson for 3. And the three-pointer goes. And now a 9-point New York lead.
This is Thompson's pure shooting ability in action. He has the shot up in seconds.
Outside, Williams. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. All right, Stan, if you had it your way, who would you want to see in the dunk contest?
Well, Brian, look, I want to go back to the glory days when the most recognizable guys in the game were the ones that participated. Michael Jordan, Dominique Wilkins. I think if we could get guys like Zion Williamson, Ja Morant, that would be fantastic. But it's got to be the names out there that people know.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Pass to Gobert. Markkanen outside. Back to Gobert. Thompson left side. Fires the 3. Utah grabs the miss. Sabonis has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Some solid defense from Markkanen.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Now Caruso. Gobert passes to Thompson. Oh, Sabonis with the steal. Oh, Gobert with a steal. Williams against Markkanen. Pass to Thompson. And stolen by Jones. Here's Sexton. 15 points in the game. Jones with the ball. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Gobert.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Back to Markkanen. To the paint. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson. And that's a double-double for him now.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Jones sets a screen. Williams passes to Jones. Here's Sabonis. Robinson with a steal. Caruso with it. Picked up by Sexton. Markkanen inside. Working on Williams. And here's Caruso outside. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And let's talk about their blocks. When you're facing a team swatting shots, it becomes a mental situation as well. Makes you think twice before you fire.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Collier, he's checked in for Utah. And taking a look at the last 10 games, here are the bigs who have been distributing the ball at a high clip. In the third spot, Domantas Sabonis.
And I love how these guys are some of the most complete front court players in the NBA. They're not just score and rebound bigs, they can also beat you with their passing as well.
Well, that's really what the new age big man has turned into. They're not just bruisers anymore.
Thompson's shot is off.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. So it's the Knicks now, following the bucket by Utah. Three-pointer. Utah grabs the miss.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting. Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Pass to Gobert. Inside. Oh, Klay Thompson with the bounce. Get up, Klay.
You expect this from an elite scorer like Thompson. Let's just hope he can maintain this rhythm.
Here's Collier. 5 points in the game. Sabonis can't hit. Now Markkanen. Pass to Caruso. Now here's Gobert. Defended by Jones. Thompson passes to Robinson. Back to Thompson. Now here's Caruso. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. Knocks down the long J. And now a 10-point Knick lead.
He's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
George outside. Sabonis with a screen on Caruso. To the middle. Robinson with a steal. Thompson outside. Pass to Caruso. Back to Thompson. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Man, you can't teach the toughness that Thompson plays with. He simply refuses to back down.
Robinson Earls checked in for Utah. Robinson comes in for Williams. Now here's George. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. They can't stop the run with that one. Knicks leading by 13. DiVincenzo with it, and Sabonis picks him up defensively. DiVincenzo against Sabonis. And here's Lopez from the arc. Rebound, Utah. Sabonis has got his 16th rebound on the night. Pass to Collier. Back to George. McGee against Sabonis. Clock at 4. Rebounded by Lopez.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
McGee. And McGee with the stuff.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Timeout called. The Jazz.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
Larabia's checked in for George. Pass to Collier. Picked by Sabonis. To the inside. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
And one thing's for sure, when Duncan Robinson is on the court, he has the greenest of green lights, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, look. He's one of the most lethal shooters around. He draws intense defensive attention, and then he's added to his game as a passer and as a guy who can take the ball to the basket.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. He misses the free throw. So for the Knicks, Bertans comes in for McGee, and Holiday subbed in for Thompson. No good on the second free throw. And here's New York now. They're on a 12-3 run. Pass to Bull. Outside, DiVincenzo. Here's Lopez. Utah grabs the miss. Well, when this one's done, they'll be off to Miami, taking on the Heat. It's the second game of 3 on the road. Robinson gets the bucket.
Robinson not afraid to let it fly from deep. You got to get out on him.
Now here's DiVincenzo. 18 points for him. Pass to Lopez. Up top, DiVincenzo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Collier.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Collier's got his 3rd bucket of the night. New York leading by 9. Pass to Lopez. Back to DiVincenzo. There's 48 seconds left in the 3rd. Bertans with the bucket.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Here's Collier. 7 points in the game. Sabonis with it. Pass to Collier. Robinson on the wing. From downtown. He can't hit that time. And it's Holiday with the ball for the New York Knicks. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Outside Bertans. DiVincenzo, pass to Bull. And finished off by Bull.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And so it's the New York Knicks, up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Justin Holiday out there with Donte DiVincenzo. Then there's Davis Bertans. Then there's Brook Lopez. And it's Bull in at the center position. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Man, the defender really went after him.
That one's off.
At the line, 2 shots.
And the second free throw is good. Knicks leading by 13. Here is DiVincenzo. That shot, no good. Well, the Jazz shooting the ball at 48% so far. Robinson passes to Williams. Here's Collier. The three. Rebounded by Bertans. And for New York, they're shooting a solid 53% from the floor. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Pass to Lopez. For three, DiVincenzo drills it from deep. DiVincenzo's got 21.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Robinson Earl, the pass to Robinson. Here's LaRavia. Williams from long range. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Lopez, the screen. DiVincenzo, the pass to Holiday. From outside the arc. The shot by Bertans, no good. Jazz trail by 13. Here's Williams. And there's another one for the Jazz.
He's a new man this half, playing with much better intensity and getting results.
Outside, DiVincenzo. It falls, and now he's 10 of 15 shooting. Nice work.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Outside Robinson. Williams against Bertans. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Davis Bertans.
Williams at the line. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Williams. McGee, he's checked in for New York. Joseph comes in for Holiday. George, he's checked in for Utah. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Well, we're seeing a different version of him in this half, taking a more direct approach. He didn't have a single free throw in the first half.
Pass to Lopez. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Robinson.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Williams misses. New York leading by 12. Here's Joseph. Pass to Lopez. And the layup is good off the glass.
And using that size to his advantage. I like it when Lopez establishes himself inside and looks to capitalize.
Now Williams. Shoots over Lopez. Here's Collier. DiVincenzo covering. Pass to Robinson Earl. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Too easy for a guy of his caliber. The D must put up more of a fight down there.
Yeah, they can't let him even get into that space. If he gets good position on the block, it's trouble.
Right side, DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by Collier. Collier's got his 5th rebound in this one. George passes to Williams. Pass to Robinson. Fires it. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
The 3, DiVincenzo. No luck on that one.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Back to Robinson. For 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Lopez has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to McGee. DiVincenzo on the wing. And McGee with the stuff.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Here's Robinson Earl. Outside Robinson. Misses off the left iron.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Here's Joseph. George defending. The drive by Joseph goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Pass to Robinson Earl. Now Williams. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
A new lineup here for New York.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Williams. And it's Caruso with the ball for the New York Knicks. At one point, they led by 16. Left side, Robinson.
First personal foul. First team foul. Mitchell Robinson at the line. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And one of the findings in a recent league report, Stan, back-to-backs, not a major risk for injury, it seems.
Well, you know, Brian, I had a player that I greatly respected tell me that his preference would be to play 41 back-to-backs during the year because then you get 2 days off in between games. That really what was harder was playing every other day and never getting a break of a couple of days. So, look, you have to play through a lot of different situations and things, but I think back-to-backs are certainly overestimated.
Interesting. Something to consider for sure. Caruso against Williams. Shot clock at 6. Markkanen from long range. Ooh, Markkanen confident from long range.
Just a great setup for Markkanen. All he needed to do was shoot in rhythm.
Pass to Williams. Picked by Sabonis. Shoots from the right block. Williams misses.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game is going.
Yeah, really nice to see Markkanen keeping his head up and finding the open teammate.
Jazz trail by 16. George passes to Jones. Sabonis, high post. And another miss by Utah.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Caruso outside. Thompson scanning the floor. And again, New York with the triple.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
George against Caruso. They need this. The rebound by Klay Thompson. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. Now here's Caruso. Markkanen with a screen on George. Here's Caruso. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, Stan, when you look at the history of undrafted players, few have been as impactful as Alex Caruso.
And you have to love the way he's done it, Brian. Grinded his way through the G League, won a championship, and now he's a first-team all-defense guy. Quite a story.
Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of height. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. But with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
Timeout, Jazz. All right, we present our New Balance player of the game, Donte DiVincenzo.
The incredible display of shooting, just absolutely pure out there tonight. I mean, really able to maintain a high percentage by picking and choosing solid shots, all while outsmarting and outworking the defense.
Wow, he delivered exactly what they needed in this one, injecting much-needed energy into this squad and helping them bounce back from that last loss. Pass to Markkanen. On the wing, Thompson. And stolen by Sexton. George with it to stop the drought. And it's New York with a rebound. Robinson's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Caruso, pass to Robinson. Markkanen with it, defended by Jones. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist from Robinson. Markkanen's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for him right now.
Never bashful about showcasing his athleticism. Sexton can really get up and finish.
George against Caruso. Thompson outside. And we haven't seen a new franchise join the NBA stand since the Charlotte Bobcats in 2003. 20 years later, though, things seem to be percolating a bit.
Well, you've seen it, Brian. There's some deep pockets out there and some great markets, all vying to get into the action. And we know that the NBA is all about growth.
And forget position. Sabonis is one of the best overall passers in the league.
Caruso finds Gobert. It's Markkanen on the wing. Pass to Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 from Thompson. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Jazz trail by 19.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Knicks.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And so hard work pays off with their 26th win of the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
Back to Caruso. Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
George, a screen on Markkanen from 15 feet away. And they'll get another chance. And that one, good. 26 seconds left in the fourth. Caruso against George. Thompson outside. Robinson a screen on Sexton. Down low. And a big finish by Robinson.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And so New York takes this one by a big margin. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here now with Klay Thompson. And Klay, congratulations on the win. How satisfying is it winning games in front of this devoted crowd?
Well, we always want to put on a show for our fans. They deserve it. They show up every single night. And it's just fun to protect home court.
It's one of the best places to play in the league, no doubt. Thanks, Klay.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And let's reveal our player of the game, Donte DiVincenzo.